Cold? Why are you so cold? Hello? Response, please. Response. Look. Hello, Loki. Hello? 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 Oh man, this cage stinks. Okay, when I finish with the opals, Loki, I'm going to have to do the cage. Okay? Is that alright by you? Better be. Yeah, better be. Hang on, just changing the life better for people. Yeah, look at you and your beautiful little plumages. I've had a look with a magnifying loupe. Haven't been able to see much. I've seen evidence of mites. Did I hear a little bit of a hiss from the Macs? They've had a big morning. They've been screaming their guts out this morning. Well, here come the flies. Excellent. What I might do when I'm done with the opals today is just clean out the cages. That'll be a load of fun for everybody. Is there all the equipment there ready to go? No, I'll have to get it all ready. That's no trouble. Hello, Max. Do you want a scratchy poo? I said, Max, would you like a scratchy poo? What have we got in here, huh? You can see that. All right, well, we have an excellent day of opal-related antics ahead. I'll try and keep it short, but I never do, so that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Whoa. Is that a... I'm sorry, mate. Oh, man. Okay, so this is an angry pin feather, which will result in an angry Max. So I'm not going to do that one again. Sorry, mate. After the opals, mate. Yeah, I made him angry, all right. I was trying to be nice too. So there's these things called pin feathers, and when you scratch the pins, it's usually quite pleasant, but if the pin is pink and you accidentally scratch one of those, you can make it bleed, and that's a bad idea. So after we've done the opals, Max, we will go and we will have a look at your pin feathers properly. He's really cranky now. You poor thing, I'm sorry. It's all right. Do you want to scratch? Want another scratch? Okay, he wants another scratch. I'll give him another one, then I'll do the opals. It's all right. He knows he shouldn't be behaving aggro. You going to be all right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this guy is a bit of a troubled soul. He's a rescue, so that there are issues from time to time. Don't do that. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Okay, I'll leave you alone. I was scratching you, buddy. I was just scratching you. Ah, dear. He's in a bit of a snip today. Let's go out to the opals. Where's my drink? Okay, yes, I'll definitely need a drinky poo. All right. So here we go, straight into the opally dopally goodness. Bit of Windex. Oh, I'm out of... There we are. This just makes sure that you can see properly when we're doing our opal stuff. It would be a tragedy if you could not see all the opals properly, wouldn't it? No paparazzi, I reckon. What's the one thing that I love about myself? That's a good question. What I would say is there's plenty of things that I don't hate. So I don't like talking about myself much, but I do like just my capacity to just take things in and learn stuff. That's probably my best thing, in case you're wondering. Interesting introduction. Lady Daydream. All right, so let's zoom in a bit and I'll show you what we have on offer. I've gotten these 3 or 4, I think, ready to go. They're somewhat small, but sometimes good things come in small packages. You just got to accept that. So I'll show you in. So here we go. This is a Cuba PD opal piece of shell. It's got an awful lot of colour there, and hopefully we'll be able to see that awful lot of colour if we can face it correctly. This is just an offcut. I might cut that later. Here we go. Here's another one. It's another possibly shell opal, but have a look at that. See those beautiful blues and greens that are just absolutely jumping out at us. That'll be a lot of fun to cut. This one, once again, it's small but mighty. So you can see there's what we call a colour bar that's going right across the top there. That'll be a lot of fun to cut. This one here, there's plenty of colour, but there's a lot of issues with it as well. So we're going to have our work cut out for us with that one. Maybe we should do that one first. So if we move over to, if we zoom out a bit, you can see, yoink, just over here on the side, I've got just a whole stack of more opals. There's plenty just over here that'll be cutting. And if we run out of those, we got these ones in here. If we run out of those, we've got these ones over here. So we're not exactly going to run out anytime soon. Okay, that is the game plan. I suppose all that's left to do is to activate the unnecessarily slow dipping mechanism, and let's get cracking. You are right, of course, Opal Guy. If people know anything about little old Max, he definitely does not like cameras. How are the northern lights at the moment? Okay. Well, when I said this was going to give me a hard time, I was actually saying it was going to give me a hard time. I didn't expect it to pretty much just end up getting cut. Like, this is cut quicker than an incompetent movie producer. Look at that. Far out. I was able to cut that faster than a crooked Colombian. It's amazing. Storm is over. Yeah, they tend to blow over. Like, everyone was right to go ape about it. The Bureau of Meteorology had to deliver the warnings, but you've got to remember that generally speaking, you don't get those amazing storms. They usually are a lot less than they say. And that's fine, because when you think about it, they're giving you worst case scenario. They're saying the worst case, you're going to have winds of 4 million miles an hour. They have to report that, because that's, Bureau of Meteorology. That's what they have to do. Then they wouldn't report the best case scenario. Everyone, pack your things and go. We're expecting a slightly freshening breeze. Even though I'd like to keep it, I think that there is a definite half and half scenario going on here, so I'm going to cut it in half. I'm about to lose grip on the bit I want to keep. Snap it. Alright, that can be done later. And this one is going to go into the cab pile, just after I've done a few mini little things to it. I should have modified my caddy for my laser. Problem is that sometimes, you just remember to do the thing when you're literally doing the thing. So this ended up being a bit of a pointer. That's okay. Better than ending up with nothing. There we go. Nice little cab to start the day. Move these over. Move that onto here. Move that onto here. Which one? I think I'll do this one. This one looks really fascinating because of all that colour that's just sitting around. So in order to preserve as much opal as possible, I'm just going to have a look and see if there's any defects that need to be removed. And I think I'm going to add to the protocol. I'm going to say to myself, is there anything that needs to be cut off it, off the precious face? And in this instance, yeah, there is. There's this side here. So what I'll do is I'll literally cut it from the back so I can't see what I'm doing in the front. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but in this instance, I do not want to be biased by the colours that are over here from doing what's right. This is the first time I'm doing it this way, so we'll see if this strategy works. So this piece, fortunately, hasn't got very much colour on it whatsoever. So I think we've done the right thing anyway. Let's have a look. It's definitely a lot more stable from the looks of things. And I think I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it from that sand part. So just under here. I've been evaluating what's been going on recently with a lot of opal cutters, and we're all doing the same thing. We are cutting a lot of precious opal off of our opals, and I'm going, why is this happening? You're cutting, like, if you started off with a corner that you're cutting off, you would have made a great stone out of it. So clearly we're doing something silly. And so I'm trying to adapt my procedures to conserve more opal. Surely there's a way of doing it. Part of what I'm doing here, I think, is just being brutal in the first instance. Asking myself, do I need to slice it in half? Do I? And also throwing other opals on the ground. Yeah, there we go. Found you. You can stay there. You can go up there. Right. So I'm just trying to be as brutal as possible because I have a feeling that we're just not doing something. There's something we're not doing right. We're losing too much opal, basically. Here's the point in question. If you have a look in the middle of this stone, there is that dark spot. Should I literally be cutting it half at that dark spot or not? Let's give it a little bit of a buzz and see what we get. I think we're good. I'm just going to cut it into the cab that it is now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this off to the professionals in the doping department. Yes, my people will speak to your people, etc., etc., etc. Good ad. But I think that, is it my imagination or have I preserved more opal? I don't know. Could have just been an easy one to cut too. So I'll just pop that in as it is. German Empire, good to see you. At the moment, there's about, I don't know, a couple of 100 meters of cloud layer that's up. Just having to accommodate for my own mistake there, which is a genuine unforced error, as opposed to some of the other ones. All right, I'm stopping with the cutting. I'm going to pop that onto the dop stick. Oh, pleasure's all mine, mate. Could I have said that any more Australian? The pleasure's all mine, mate. All right, so that was another good stone cut. Let's have a look and see which one we're going to do. I'm going to do this one because this one's intriguing me. Now, in line with my philosophy, I am going to try and look for things that need to be cut off it first. So I can see that line there, and I think that's probably evidence that I need to cut it just along here. And I might need to cut it along here, but we'll see what goes on. So what I'll end up with is a drop on this side and a cab on this side. German Empire, because you've just tuned in, I'm addressing an issue which I've noticed has happened with me and with a lot of other opal cutters, and that is that we are wasting a lot of opal, and I'm trying to figure out how to solve that. Maybe there's another reason why the opal's getting wasted. Yikes. Let's have a look and see if it's not looking bad. I noticed that my cut was not particularly precise this time around. I've got it, it's just it's having trouble coming out. Right. let's have a look at it. Oh, look at that. That was appalling. But what I'll do is I'll just carve this one down and see what we got. Yeah, I think I would have had to have made a decision on this opal if it was still as a solid, because that's the other side. So we'll see what's going on. Now, I could just be biased about this, but I'm absolutely certain, well, 90% certain, that doing it this way does actually give you bigger stones. This is quite a big, nearly 1 carat stone, and I'm pretty certain I'll cut it for a while and end up with a pointer once I realised that I was trying to, like I needed to cut it. So I think I'm barking up the right tree. There might be a few ways to refine this technique, but I think that this is the way to cut an opal. This is the way to do it. You need to look at it first, cut bits off, be brutal, then get in there and dop it. So that is a stone on its own right, and it's really quite large. It's of a similar size to this one. So this is the main event, this particular one. Landing in the world of counterfactuals, if I'd have just cut it as I normally do, would I have a much larger stone? Who knows? I think I've done the right thing because there's a lot of colour here. There's a lot to like here. This may well be double-sided, you know. Oh my! Whoa! Look at that! Oh wow! Look at this guy. Now that's an opal. Okay, good to be alive. Now that is a stone. Wow. Pretty happy with that one. Let's see what happens with this guy. This will probably be a lot more technical. Because I can see some... Oh, no. It's just basically a case of don't mess it up from the looks of things. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting serious. The jumper's coming off. Whew. Now I haven't attacked the face yet. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the whole opal right, just to see what we can get. And once I know what I'm going for, I'm then going to attack the face. Maybe that will also help. But maybe it's just luck of the draw with the opal. Who knows? So more than likely the opal's going to face from the top. So I'm just going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down just a tad, just to give it a little bit of depth. See, it's good to have a potch base, but there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. I'm certainly not unhappy with this opal. I think it's quite a good one, and it's a lot thicker than a lot of others, so its carat weight will be higher. But at the same time, oh, careful, don't go too hard. At the same time, it's about the same size as that other one that I use as an offcut. So there's arguments on all these sides on what to do here. Have a look at that. Nice little opal. My name? Oh, my name is Phil, believe it or not. It's with a PH normally, but because I have a degree in soil science, I thought, you know, putting me on as Dr. Phil with an F-I-L-L, as in landfill, was probably appropriate. Hello, Gilly. You missed out on some pretty epic opals that have just instantly been cut. I might stop cutting this one soon because this one might be a long-term project, but what I want to do is I want to have a look underneath the skin to see if there's any pink opal, because the pink opal is starting to really pique my interest. I've managed to cut a few pretty good ones. To be precise, 2 good ones and 3 or 4 opals which, yeah, they only just have a bit of colour. So there's enough in this for me to suggest there's actually a bit of pink opal around that can actually be cut. And maybe people haven't realised it. And if that's the case, then we got ourselves a market. I don't think this one's going to be pink. It's going to be all other colours. I might have accidentally just come across a pretty decent opal. We'll see. Anything can happen. No, I didn't see anything. For a moment I thought we were going to get something spectacular. And although I was hoping to corner the pink opal market, I'm okay cornering the other market as well. The regular market. If I corner that, fine. Not that I know how to corner a market. I know how to cut opals, I don't know how to economic. I presume selling opals is in the mix somewhere. And then having a giant ad on TV with like a very handsome man with a well-cut chin handing an opal to a lady. Say it with opals. Oh yes, I said it with opals. And she told me she knew it had been said with opals. That'd be a great marketing campaign. She told me she knew it had been said with opals. Makes me want to go out and buy a dozen right away. Maybe even a baker's dozen. Maybe that's what we do. Say it with opals. Buy a baker's dozen. Specifically buy a baker's dozen from me. Well, this is turning out to be a really, really unexciting opal, so I think I'll cut this in half about here, and then we're going to blow this popsicle stand. I wonder why popsicle stands needed the treatment. Surely they've got other things they could have, like, you know, let's destroy this terrorist haven or something like that, you know.
Nah, popsicle stands need to get the treatment. Okay, fine. You're the boss. There was nothing there. So let's have a look at what we've got here. I will do, hang on, there's a whole heap that have just managed to make it over the boundary, over to the other side. There's one that in particular I was interested in cutting, so I'm going to get that one that I'm interested in cutting. So you know, Petulance is my middle name. No, Andrew is my middle name. Philip is my first. Ooh, what's my last? Who knows? Tiny little black opal. Let's do that one. I don't think I could even call this a pointer. I have to call it a quanta. A quantum of opal. Maybe a plank length. A plank of opal. Yar, this booty be walking the plank. Also, it might disappear into powder. Unbelievably, I may have to cut it in half. Oh, just keep going, see what we get. Very thin. Very non-opally. Oh well, that was fun. I'm not going to do that one because that's just going to be as pointless. Okay, so let's get this one. This is the one because I've noticed there's been a few. Me, I, believe it or not, am 47 years of age. You can't know my mum's maiden name because that will mean that the secret question's on my bank account. Hang on, 47, I think. How did I go? That is correct. Now, remember how I was saying you probably should be looking to cut it in half. Should have been, I was just on autopilot because I was being asked my age. And thanks for the flowers, by the way. You're 14. Oh, wow. Vietzang. Du ist Vietzang. Does that work? I don't know. Dich, du, I don't know. Don't understand articles in other languages. I have a daughter who's 14, believe it or not. Yeah, definitely not my daughter. You're doing opal again, Dad. Go away. It might touch me. The best way to get people to not want to buy opal is to be related to someone who's obsessed with it. I don't know. Opal guy, do you know how old Caleb is? Certainly something I'm not going to ask on the chats. That's a bit creepy for a 47-year-old to ask. But, I think Caleb's about that age. Is it me that's confused you? Probably my poor attempt at German, right? Ich nicht sprechen Deutsch. So there we are. That's not as bright as I was hoping, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. That still is a good size. Just noticed this glinting at me. It's not one of the ones that was in my regular schedule, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Just because of this here. There's just this glint there. Can't ignore that. Also, I'm going to have to cut it in half. Ow. Put that saw right into my thumb, and I can guarantee you now that no, it doesn't hurt. Got a shock. I was like, what? That probably is bad. No, it's not hurting me. Interesting. Right, cut it off at this end. I can tell you why it interested me, because this, I can tell, actually comes from the seam where I've been getting some of that pink opal from. So it's not one of those, but it's definitely got some of the hallmarks. Get off. Sorry, a piece of opal has decided to stick on me. Right, moving on. So in Australia, the school holidays are just finishing, I do believe. I know in America they get a summer break, don't they? Which is an entirely different time to us. So our summer break is pretty much over the Christmas period. So everyone gets a few weeks to just go and plead their case to Santa Claus. At the moment, with the prices as they are, getting a sack of coal is not actually a bad idea. People are hanging up signs like, Santa is a dunderhead. Yes, it's from the Wizard of Oz. Maybe the Wizard of Oz isn't I think the Wizard of Oz is one of those cartoons that goes with Garfield and Far Side and all those. So I think that other nations should have heard of them, because they are another nation cartoon. Hopefully, anyway. There we go. Now, there is a bit of an issue here. I noticed that this opal did not like the upward turning blade. So I've managed to cut this one. Oh, thank you. I'm glad people like them. I've decided just to have fun, to just go for it, make a thing, and not care too much if people like it or not. I think that's a bigger path to longevity than anything. And I think basically what I've got to do is I've just got to hope there's enough people who are weird like me who like this kind of format. I don't think I'll be lighting $100 notes with cigarettes anytime soon. Maybe that's the other way around. what, this has been a very quick fire video in which, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decent sized opals. 40 minutes. That's not bad. It's about 8 minutes an opal, really. Going to be a little bit more on the ball here because this opal, this side is a bit white. I'm just going to cut it off straight away. We'll see if that was the right call in a second. I think it was. Don't think there's anything sitting in there. Actually, I should have used the only insult I know in German for that Santa joke. Santa ist ein Dummkopf. Ta-da! Now the Germans will think that I can speak perfect German. Sad thing is, if I'm butchering it so bad, considering that German is essentially like English with a bit of flair, that tells you something. Did some of my PhD in Hungary. Spent some time in Austria. Was in the which airport was it? Was it Hamburg? No, I'll think of it in a little while. There we go. I'll see you around, my friend. So that one, it's not showing you anything, but just believe me, it's a good one. We're up to number 8. That's amazing. And thanks for rolling out the red carpet, Gilly. Can't say it's my community that's so kind and polite, because I know these people, but everyone who watches my video tends to watch other opal related videos, so they know who Caleb is, they know who Opal Guy is probably. So it's not my community, it's just the opal community. I suppose we have to stick together, us people that just like to slice rocks in half. How many subs are you up to, Opal Guy? I mean, only if you want to say. Only if you want to say. Yeah, because it was a kind statement, not a competitive one. just to give you some context, the worst question you're going to ask a PhD student is, how's your PhD going? Grr, yes. No one can make a bizarre contraption like I can. I'm going to hold that intellectual property, damn you. I think Phil Mill from the Opal Mill's got into a bit of trouble from some people. Of all people, Phil, like me, I'm awkward, so yeah, I might upset someone. But Phil, there is not a nasty bone in that guy's body. Yeah. That's why we're sledges. That's why they had to change the name of the cricket cup, wasn't it? The Benson and Sledges. Then it got pretty brutal with India. That was pretty full on that one. Oh, going fishing. Cheesy ones. I think I'm, as in jokes, was wondering why the rock was getting bigger and bigger, then it hit me. There you go. That's a bit cheesy. I can remember when I was on the dating game collaboration of Curiosities, and I had a profile picture and everything, and I noticed that everybody else, who was male at any rate, had a picture of a fish. Yeah, because nothing makes you sound like a sensitive man who'll really look after you than fish murder, does it? Oh, what? Going, oh, this one? Oh, that's a big fish. I'll take him. Well, it works. There you go. It works. So maybe I would have had more success if I'd have, like, you know, this is a red snapper. It's extremely tasty. I have no idea. First things first, I've got to sort out my work stuff. Sounds like a great idea though, doesn't it? I was thinking October. I've literally got some leave that I've got to take, so. But you'll notice that October's already come and gone, so I might have to go over the Christmas holidays. I'm definitely planning on it because I've been in contact with the curator of the museum at Lightning Ridge. I wanted to hand over some of my fossils. So, although it's not set in stone with a date and everything else, it's certainly firming up what's going on. Now, I have no idea what's going on at the moment, but look at that, straight away. Oh yes. The moment I started becoming a good fisherman was the moment I started really caring about the environment. that I couldn't do it anymore. It's a shame because I really loved that hobby. Now, there's no judgment for what you do when you go fishing, collection of curiosities. What I do is my business. What you do is yours. Got better things to do than judge other people. Especially you at the moment. Go catch a nice fish and have a nice time is what I say. Interesting. I should have cut this in half, honestly. I was just sitting there enjoying it too much, and then I realised that I should have been paying attention. But that's alright. As a result, I've got a tiny little stone here. I'm not going to call it a failure, it's just it could have done better. It's a nice stone too. I liked it. It ran away. Come back. I can't be bothered chasing it. It's gone deep into the bowels of the machine. It's gone that away. Alright, so this time around, let's pay attention. I think it might be if you get into your old habits, you just sit there and just... What is going on? Just having a look around to see where it's gone. It's gone in there. Is that it? Brief interlude whilst I figure out what the hell's going on here. There it is, found it. I think that the blade is catching now, or there's something going on with the motor. So I'll keep going, but probably means that the blade's due a change. Or maybe my hands are due a change. Maybe I need to get some skill. I don't know. That could have ended in disaster. The problem with opals is that they sometimes have a bit of a sting in the table. So, cut that bit off. That was so hacked. Unbelievable. Pay attention, Phil. Ugh. Finally time to have a look at this side, because the other side's looking quite promising, to be honest. That wasn't as exciting as I was hoping for. So, other side it is. Right, there. Actually cutting that off. That might make a pointer. Pretty small pointer, but it'll make one. There we go. Nice little cab. Yeah, I think the cabs are getting a lot bigger today, which is good. You'll just have to believe me about that whole, you know, it's an opal shining thing. You should see it. I'll move over to here. Like, that's all the opals that we've done so far. It's a whole stack of them. I might even permit myself to use the word ton, because I hate when people say tons of this. I mean, it's just me, of course. But especially when people say something stupid like tons of stars or tons of black holes. And I'm like, a star weighs tons. Collection of curiosities is off to catch tons of fish. That makes sense. If you're a commercial fisherman. Well, there's the daily dose of stupid for her. Oh, she said silly, I think. Zany? What was it? Cheesy ones. That's what I was after. There's the cheesy ones. Just dripping with parmesan. La 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 la. So in case you haven't picked up on this, I'm paying really close attention to opal volume today. So have a look at that one. Pretty simple, and there's a beautiful stone underneath. So not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet, but that's going into the pile of successful stones. Unbelievable. But we're not going to stop this run. Here's another one. So, nice little stone. That'll probably be about a carat. Like, I reckon we've easily got $1,000 worth of stones that have been cut today. Unbelievable. And like, maybe from $50 worth of opal. But I'm currently doing the rejects. Of course, that means I have to go onto Gumtree and actually sell them. Thing is that you got to shine them up. I'll show you that in a minute. But shining them up and everything, there's a whole, once you've got a good opal, there's a whole procedure to turn a good opal into a really nice shiny one, and that's easy to mess up. And sometimes you get through the entire procedure and you realise the opal's no good right at the very end. So, you know, there's a lot that goes into these things. That's also why they cost so much, because there's so much that can go wrong. That's why we use the dot sticks and all, because that means that we can sit there and we can put it onto multiple sandpapers and wheels and whatever else with increasingly finer grits. There we go. That's another one. How many can I just crank out? And look at this guy here. This is a monster, this guy. So if I'm able to make a decent stone out of this guy, wow. I could see some stuff going on with it, so I knew I had to cut pretty deep with it. So this one isn't going to be as easy as it first appeared. And that's as it should be, because, I mean, you know, anything decent needs to have, well, it doesn't need to have this struggle, but, you know, if it's worth having, you usually struggle for it. Phil's philosophy according to opal. Right. So I'm just looking how the opal is diving down, or diving up, as the case may be. This section here, I'd ordinarily cut it off, but there is a beautiful section of opal there. So I'll just very gently take this back off. It might be the back which is going to be our money here, or it might be the reason to cry. Is that sand going to go all the way through the opal? Nope, the sand isn't there. I could use the laser, but it's too bright. You can't see much of the laser if you've got daylight around. That's a good idea. Okay, so just occurred to me that what I'll do is I'll make a dark box with a glass top. Right, now this is getting tricky because we've got ourselves I'll move it over this way so hopefully you can see the flash, because there is flash. There is a absolute bunch of flash here. Come on. Okay, so there we go. See that? Beautiful. Right. So there's a huge amount of flash in there. So brilliant. But there is still an awful lot to clear on the other side. And there is still this zone of doom. I may have to get rid of the zone of doom. I don't think I need it as much as I thought I did. What I'll do is I will first just carve from here and see what we get. So this is the kind of tension you like, because this is going to be either an opal that is going to be an absolute brilliant gem, or it'll disappear into powder in front of your very eyes. That's right, your very eyes will see the opal destroy itself. Let's have a look at now. Yeah, so this is where I start to go, that could be a matrix opal. Cuba Pedy is definitely the place this came from. Now, is there a corresponding... interesting. I'm going against every single piece of instinct in attempting to cut this as a solid opal and not slice it. Because there is a lot of wisdom that would be saying this is one of those ones you just cut the bit off you want and you don't dice too much. Having said that, I can easily get that bit off without causing too much damage to the stone, so let's do that. Now that was a very instructive cut actually, look at that. Very good. So, oh, that bit broke off in the end. Excellent. So, what will we do now? I will just clear out this piece, like this. Because that means that if it goes too far, I can just set the... look at that. Yeah, okay, cool. Exactly. I couldn't do that. And that's okay. We always knew it was going to be a bit dicey, a bit technical, so that's all right. Once we saw the sand on the bottom, we're going, this is going to be quite a challenge to cut decent. It's just there was that moment when we were going, well, we'll be able to get it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut two different stones. I'm going to cut this into a triangle right here, because that's going to be an awful lot smaller, and there's sand right there. So yeah, I think that's a sensible option. I can also see issues with this pit. So the smaller bit here might be the bit that we're going to cut as a kingstone of this particular gem. Can't have everything. I mean, I've had such a good run. Oh, look what I've done. I'm going to have to cut that piece off. Can't believe I did that. That's just appalling. I did it again. What am I doing? Okay, I think the blade's a bit wonky because I'm constantly cutting at an angle. That was just unbelievable. Fortunately, I didn't do too much damage, but I could have done a lot of bad damage. As it stands, a 1.5 carat stone is now a 1 carat stone. Unbelievable. Well, everyone saw that, so too late now. But that is not a good way to professionally cut an opal. Wow. Every now and then you do a bit of a clanger. So let's have a look at the end results. Clean up that edge, which was completely unnecessarily truncated, honestly. Sorry, I'm a bit angry with myself for doing that one. Oh well. Live another day. So there we go. Because that was quite a nice stone. I think if we go like that, we get to see the flash and stuff. Come on. You can do it. Apparently not. Well, there's flash there. There better be because I buggered it up pretty bad. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's get this one in. I'm still getting over what I just did. That was just it was appalling. Astonishing. Appalling. But I think it's good for people to watch. Like, I'm not calling myself the best opal cutter, but I'm cutting on the interweb, so, you know, that says something about, you know, opal cutting. But if you're just getting into opal cutting and you're wanting to cut a perfect stone and you're going, I don't know, I might ruin a stone. Well, yeah, of course you are. You are definitely going to ruin a stone, but like that doesn't mean you don't try. And also, if you do ruin a stone, you don't just stop and go, oh, I ruined a stone, I'm going to go and suck my thumb and go to bed. No. What we do is we evaluate what just happened and we figure out what went wrong. There's a crack in this one. We figure out what went wrong and we fix it. Now, sometimes there's a difference between a bad workman blaming their tools and figuring out what went wrong. I suspect that there is actually a kink in the blade at the moment that's caused that to happen. Might not be. So I'm just, you know, watching all of my responses. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I've suddenly gone blind. I have no idea. Cut one too many opals and suddenly you cut everything to the left. I have no idea. But Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, keep going. If this was the crown jewels that I was cutting for the very Queen of England, or the King of England now, I would still be dusting myself off, starting again. I have managed to cut that crack out and make a brilliant opal. As a result, look at that. Let's just show you. Even with this dodgy camera angle, let's just move it over. Whoop, so you can see this one. Look at that. Looks better in real life. I've got to get rid of some of the detritus around it. Now the deal is, of course, that it might all go away. That's why I showed you now, just in case it all goes to rack and ruin. There's an awful lot of material on this side that might have to go. I'm just going to keep grinding this off. This is just whiteness. There's no opal in it whatsoever. Well, there's opal, of course. There's no coloured opal. There's no precious opal. There's no opal of amazement. And that is also the source of the crack. So in order to stabilise the stone and to make some nice opal, it's all one and the same action, really. Get in there, get rid of that thing. Ordinarily I don't grind down to it, but I'm trying to preserve the opal, so when you're doing that you consider everything else to be null and void. You can tell when I really prize the opal, when I'm prepared to sacrifice all the potch for it. It's not just because it's potch, it's because you don't know what that potch represents. It could be just a brilliant stone underneath all the potch. So if you grind it off, you'll never know. What you're saying by grinding the potch off is you're saying there is no way that whatever is in that potch could be better than what I'm currently working on. To the point where it's not worth the risk. That was a little bit too brutal, but never mind. I think it's stop sticks from here on in. Because there's still a little bit of cracking / webbing, and I don't know what to do with that. I'm just going to briefly test it. Yeah, I think it's webbing. It's not breaking, but you never know. And you can't just discount what's going on. This one's interesting. It's got a bit of a dark base, so you never know. We might be able to get something good out of it. I am starting to tire. What's it? Oh, 1 hour 14. Yeah, that's about the time I start to get tired. Also, it's getting cold, so the jumper's going to go back on again in a minute. Not quite a Ukrainian winter, but, you know. (20, 21 degrees, 80-ish Fahrenheit, I don't know. There we go, here comes King Racer. Very interesting stone this. It's not seeming to reveal any, well, opal. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just cut this bit off. Good test of the wheel, actually. It looks like it wasn't the wheel, it looks like it was me. Oh no. When you do this rotary cut, sometimes you spiral it a bit, so can't necessarily say that it's the blade's fault. That could be my fault. Right, so it's angling up, so what I'll do is I'll just hopefully that will give me a bit of a pointer on how to do it, where to go and all that. That was a bit of a dog's breakfast. I'm perfectly happy to cut this in my own time, but if there's nothing particularly spectacular coming out of it now, I might put it down and pick up something that is going to be more spectacular. Is that my famous last words? Hang on. It's one of these opals that's going to sit there and pretend that it's got something good right up until the moment it's all powder. And you're going, well, that was a waste of my time. I tricked you the entire way. Yeah. So there's a cracky bit right in the bottom. Oh, hang on. Good. Okay, I'll still cut off that cracky bit because there's a lot of detritus, basically. A lot of sand, a lot of also cracking, all sorts of horrible stuff in there. I'll cut it off like that. Deals with the problem. And I notice that it is just starting to come good here. Might grind it in a bit. Just about had it with you, Mr. Opal. What are you doing to me? Once again, threatening. There's a bit of blue coming up the top here. But this is green at the bottom, which means that I've actually gone the wrong way. I've gone, the blue bit is the top layer, and the green will be below blue, and red will be below that. So if there was any red in this opal, according to that theory anyway, I should have already cut through it. It's just sitting there being maybe shiny. I'm going to stop. It's going to sit there and tempt me the entire time. So that's what we were left with, and it is certainly an interesting opal, but we're not going to waste any further time on it. It's just sitting there, just taunting us. This one is a long one, and maybe I'm going to turn it into a pair of earrings or something, because it's got a nice, beautiful colour band right in the middle. Chunk of sand right there, which I'm going to get rid of. nice back straight away, just in case I want to throw it on the top stick. Let me have a quick look at the angle. Alright, so angle slightly down. So carving this sand out is going to be quite inconvenient, but we have to do it. So now I'm angling the rest of the opal to where it's supposed to go. It's not that bad. What I might do is I'll just get rid of the sand completely and round it all off. Then get busy on the top section. Already hit the precious on that side. Golem is going nuts. Isn't it funny? We've got all of those references from all of these authors. Like we've got the Precious, obviously, from Lord of the Rings. And we've got Dobby, the Dobby stick. Or is that a dopping stick? Who knows? There we go. Not a bad little opal, that one. Carve that bit off it. It's a very, very drippy drop even. Let's just carve in this side. It's important to get the back right now, because if you've ever cut a stone and gone, what's wrong with this stone? The back, that's what's wrong with the stone. Having a nice even stone is really, really important. So right, then we can just go in like that. Actually went a little bit too hard evening that thing up, but that's fine. Got myself a 1.2 carat stone right here, and it is beautiful. So no. Well, that's a beautiful little drop. Look at that. My goodness. I'll do maybe one or two more, because like it's clear. I'll do these two. You haven't seen them. I'll do these two. Having a look at this one. Yeah, okay, so this one I'll do first, because it is either, it's a do or die. It's either going to work or not. Very flimsy. Have we got any precious opal left on it, or is that the bit that was supposed to be precious? No, we've still got some precious opal. Right, so let's just carve in. Carefully carve that bit off. What do we do now? What do we do now? Well, carve the sand off it. Now this one was pretty dodged from the start, so don't get all upset if it doesn't work out. Okay, so we'll get something out of it. Not much, but something. There we go. So just carefully take that point of the pointer off. Into the water it goes. That's probably pretty predictable. Okay, so just well, not bad. Not bad. It's very small and very thin, but it's actually sizable enough to say it's an opal. Like, have a look at that. I'll put that onto the dop stick. That's impressive. That's another one that goes onto the list of successes. Unbelievable. Okay. Well, I think I will do this one now because I think we've got just such a roll happening. It would be silly to stop it. I think I'm perfectly justified in saying I've managed to cut several $1,000s worth of opal today. Now, yeah, I'm tired. I'm used to having that kind of thing happen, but still quite fun. It's still quite exhausting. And here's another one. This is probably the best one of the lot. I'll show you when it's done. Well, not when it's done, but when we've gotten some more of the skin cut off it. Might have to cut it in a minute. Yep, we'll cut it here. There we go. That'll be an off cut for another day. Because I'll cut the other one too. We'll just get the big one. Or maybe we'll cut... Well, we'll see how I'm feeling. This is the big bit. Unbelievable. What a beautiful stone. Double-sided, double impact. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Got everything we want to like. So what I'm going to carefully do now is I'm going to just arbitrarily basically choosing this bit as the back and straightening it out. That'll be going onto the dop stick like that. And I'll just carefully bring some corners in because the more you do here, the less you have to put it onto another sanding sheet, and more time that you spend cutting it, more time that you have to mess it up basically. So I advocate just cutting it right the first time basically. There, here we go, look at that. Look at that. That's a stunner. No, I'm going to actually cut that end off. Now, don't worry, that was a sane decision. there were some issues that were starting to brew with that, and I needed to make sure that the opal itself was preserved, and I can still make a pointer over that out of that bit that I cut off. So fret not, my people. There you go, have a look at that. We'll even point it in this direction because it seems to work better in this direction. Well, not anymore apparently. Look at that, beautiful. Alright, one more stone. You should see the pile of stones. That's unbelievable. Not that one, I don't think. But this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay, so this is straight up, slice in half, and hope for the best. And it's quite eclectic, this one too. It's interesting how it cuts. There we go. The opal itself was kind of in layers, and the sand was in layers, so I had to do a pretty weird kind of cutting pattern for that. Very much like the other cutting patterns, except I deliberately did it this time around. Okay, so let's go from the front, see what you've got. Show me what you got, mate. Show me what you got. Nada, zip, nothing. Right. So let's go to the other bit. This bit's a bit that's probably the good bit anyway, so don't worry, my peoples. This is the underside of it as well, but I might just... Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Alright. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Don't know where that one went, but that was probably the best bit of colour. And there's still a question surrounding this one. I'm probably going to have to cut that as well. Can't finish on this one, surely. Got anything? Nothing? Well, that one was a bust. Oh well. What have we got here? Then we've got one more stone sitting around here somewhere that we can scare something up with. Let's do this one. One more salmon skin opal that I happen to know just seems to do so well on this wheel here. So be nice to finish on that one. Of course, if it goes well. Gonna have to cut it in half too. That's okay. The new rule is if you can see that it needs to get cut, you just cut it. Don't complain, just cut. I'm just checking to see which side to do. I've got to still do this bit a bit, but I think the other side is starting to come good, so I've got to get rid of that spot anyway, so let's do it. Okay, so that side's slightly better. It's got a little bit of a grind pattern in it, so I'll get rid of that. There you go. Nice little stone. Oh boy. Was it this one? Don't think it was. I'll just cut it anyway. We'll pretend this is the second half, but it's not. This is a different stone entirely. Either an offcut or just something that was sitting in the pot. Now it's time, my friend, to shine. Show them what you're made of. And don't you dare just say hydrated silica, because that's a cynical answer. Probably an answer I'd give. I just zoomed this out a bit because I realised I'd put us back in the wrong spot. When you start to get tired, you start making a few mistakes, so when you're not putting the camera in the right spot, that's a good enough sign to tell you probably should quit when you're ahead. Yep, that's good. That's good too. I think I'll let that one be a freeform. It's quite nice and sparkly stone. There you go. I'll put that over there. My goodness, like it's more than 10. Well, I'll call it that. More than 10. I'm just having a look what's on the bottom here. This is all the stuff that is left over. And there are a few nice, I know there's a few nice opals just sitting in here somewhere. There it is. I think anyway. No, it's not that one. I think this is the end of our opal cutting adventure. Let's try and see if we can find that fish skin one. Oh, here it is. Found it. Yay! This is nearly the end of the opal cutting adventure. Glad I did this because it's much, much brighter than its brother. Of course I'm much brighter. My brother's an idiot. Alright, sorry. They get a bit shirty sometimes. They don't like being compared with their siblings. So, you know, just bear with them. Right. Let's cut this edge and then we're done. What I'm noticing is as I'm disengaging from the wheel, I'm starting to hit the wheel again, so that's probably not a good sign. There we go. Nice little sparkly stone. Right. Off we go, and you should see this astonishing collection of stones that I've got here. Hang on, just noticed something. Yeah, I hadn't done that reverse side. That's a big no-no. What that means now is that I've got an option. This is another double-sided stone. Very thin, but still double-sided. Got to do that side too. Here we go. Just to give you an idea, this is the reverse side. So, once again, brilliant stone. But I'm going to turn this all off now, and you can have a look at the giant pile of opals that we've cut. Look at these. What I might even consider doing is, yeah, oh well, them into a container of some description and add some water to see what we get. Is there a container that I can use? Don't think so. How sad. Oh well, best plan with mice and men. We'll leave it here. We'll go say hi to the birds and then bye to everybody. Yoink! Hello there, birdies. Oh, I need a drink. And a jump. Getting cold again. Yoink. There we go. Done. How are we? So I bet you're feeling cold. Yeah, feeling cold? Good. You still got the snoots with me? Still upset with me. I'll feed him, see if that fixes things. Give me 5 seconds, I'll just pop this onto the... Whoop. Well, that's good. I'm just giving you I'm just putting it on the table, so I'll give you a nice view of things whilst I just put my jumper on. Is that going to stay? Yeah, I think it is. Excellent. Should I come out? All right. There you go. Okay, so Max is a bit upset with the whole concept of being toweled, which is basically wrapping a towel around you. Yeah, I know. So he can't even believe the concept that I would towel myself, which is this is what he considers this to be. What's that? It's going to be okay. Do you want to get out now? Come on. All right. How was that? You okay? What I'm going to have to do is clean out your cage. The jumper, it's just a jumper. It keeps me warm. It's like feathers. See how you're shivering? Hopefully not with fear. What, my head? There you go. Yeah. Just the same guy, just got a piece of cloth around him. That's all. He's been a bit aggro today, so I've got to be a bit careful. Giving me stink eye. Yeah, well, if you give me stink eye, I'm not going to scratch it because I've got better things to do than lose finger. What? Can you get on here?
making sure that he's not grabbing my arm when we do this. So that would hurt. Believe it or not, that's progress. Giant chunk of max feather. What were you saying, Loki? We'll open the door. If Max comes, she may well shut the door on her own. She's like, nah. Max is coming. Yeah, I feel that way too. I sprayed her yesterday, and she still hasn't forgiven me because it was all a comedy of errors. The reason I'm spraying her is because I think she's got some issues with the feather that the spray will help. Some issues with the feather that the spray will help. That's really bad. But the now be careful. I don't want you to go, eating pony, okay? I'll be on point defense. All right. So, on that note, hey pony, do you want to scratch? Yeah, you want to scratch? Yes. Scratchy, scratch, 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 scratch. Yeah. On that note, I am going to go because I have a full-time job now looking after 3 animals, making sure they don't eat each other. So I hope you had a great time with all the opals, and I hope you had a great time with the birds. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. Easy enough to do. Have a lovely day. Dr. Phil out.